Peace without justice. Justice. It's not about peace, but I can't have peace without justice.
Check. 1 2 1 2. One, two, 1 2.
Like the title, Charge. C'est pour pas tant, y'en a fait de nous en dread. C'est condolence, il m'a fait de nous en dread. C'est dans les dread, il m'a fait de nous en dread. C'est dans l'oublié, il m'a fait de nous en dread. C'est là pour parler pendant dread. C'est pour ça il est pro dread, c'est ma call down of the head. C'est pour ça il est pro dread, c'est ma call down of the head. Don't know if pro dread, c'est de pro dread, Mr. Dread. C'est pour pas tant, y'en a dread, don't know what dread. C'est dans ton volant, c'est ma dread, don't know what dread. C'est dans pull up the long, pull up, 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 pull up.
Enough stone can't play them tune them for real. Jump.
Yes, and out to everyone locked in. We're rolling live. Squarewave inside the place. Old tight Sook Night. It's New World Radio on Kool London.
Dans l'oubli, les pieds immenses, don't know what's red. C'est là pour parler pendant dread. C'est pour ça il est pro dread, c'est ma call down of the head. C'est pour ça il est pro dread, c'est ma call down of the head. Don't know if pro dread, c'est de pro dread, Mr. Dread. C'est pour pas tant, y'en a dread, don't know what's red. C'est dans mon volant, c'est ma dread, don't know what's red. C'est dans pull up the long, pull up, 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 pull up.
Big up all the crew in the chat room. Out to Libra, big up Satin. Shout out Scotty, out to Rob DL. Shout out to DJ Uno and Melody. Couldn't make it this week. Covering for the earlier time this week. Big up Crucial and Ragga Twins crew. Out to Cole G and Brocky. Starting the show off with a deep Medi selection. This one, Dread. Khan and Neek Gorgon sound version. This one's out this week. And the one before, forthcoming from Kaiju, Practical Justice. Into this one, something brand new from Komodo. had a good New Year's and Christmas. The first show back for us, 2015. We were in Leeds for New Year's. Big up all the crew up there, wicked vibes. Shout out all the gang that caught us at Cross Club in Prague. That was a smash off. Take the 751. Out to Richie Rambo. Big up the Twitter crew. Shout out to Chrissy. schoolers. This one track called Civilized. Myself on the buttons. Should be out in a month or so. Out to RDG. Again, out to DJ Uno. He's flying out tomorrow, so couldn't make it tonight. Squarewave and Sook Night covering in. Keep it locked, KoolLondon.com. If you want to get through to the studio, you can hit us up on the Twitter. It's at Kool London, at DJ Squarewave, or log into the chat room. Sandy. E7 Bad Boy. Shout out to Sarah, just logged in the chat room. Yeah, big up the Rick Green.
They're bumping poison through our system, infusing lies in our religion. It's just an organized ball of mass confusion. A revolution. It's time for us to start a revolution. Not in war, but in peace, love, and unity. It's time for us to start a revolution.
Big up Digit on this track, my Belgian brother. And out to Lisa Bennett on the vocals. Watch out for our joint EP coming out real soon. I'll play some tracks off that later. Stepping up next. Keep it locked. It's Kool London.
Fuckers. No. Think you're big boy cause you got a beard. Bullets will make your face look weird. Draw for the match quickly disappear. Left you there cause I ain't the kid. Into the cross line into the gears. For what I just done to get years. Ice cold and I got no fears. Shed no tears. No MC compares. I've been battling up MC for years. From way back when they used to wear flares. By that time you opened your ears. I'm gonna climb to the top like stairs. Think you're big boy cause you go gym. Bullets will cave your whole face in. Draw for the team I'm gonna forget the swing. First you draw will win. No come single against T-Double. You can try but you won't be able. Soon gonna be signed to the label. Soon gonna see low on the table. Try mess with the low on the table. Put the tip of the gun straight up your nostril and ball. Who's it? I might be double, not DC. Oh nobody, I'm gonna do. Oh no.
You request and we rewind. Yeah, out to all the chat room crew. Instant reload, all the 5 showing. Big man Sook Night stepped up. Out to Scotty, out to Libra. Big up Sarah. You can call this dubstep or grime, 140 music, whatever you want. Yeah, out to Newham Generals, big up Footsie and Double. Catch Sook Night at Brixton Jam next week alongside the Generals, Skepta, JME, Jammer. It's gonna be a smasher.
Check this, motherfuckers. Think no big boy, cause you gotta be here. Bullets will make your face look weird. Drove for the match, quickly disappeared. Left you there cause I ain't the kid. Into the car, slamming into the gears. For what I just done to get years. Heart is cold and I got no fears. Shed no tears, no MC compares. I've been backing up MC for years. From way back when they used to wear flares. By that time you opened your ears. I'm gonna climb to the top like stairs. Think no big boy, cause you go gym. Bullets will cave your whole face in. Draw for the team, but forget the swings. First you draw, will win. No, I'm single against double. You can try, but you won't be able. Soon gonna be signed to the label. Soon gonna see dough on the table. Try mess with the dough on the table. Put the tip of the gun straight up, you know. Draw them ball. Who's the mic, D double, not D single. Head get mangled, then dangle. To the side, just like I wear my kangle. Nowadays I'm on the arms just like a mango. Try test me, get manhandle with a tool. I got bullets, I like to mingle on road and especially in the dance hall. Try duck on the table or just find my team from the next angle. Now you wanna cancel cause you know you get rubbed out like pencil. You don't want me to make it look like a fool. Got stress that smoking menthol like it's commercial. When you wanna draw me blood, you know that's cool. Only thing I'm gonna draw is my tool. Better go home, make yourself useful before I meet you, you will. Right about no joke, seem to be cool. Easily turn real team physical. Bitch, I'm a hand with a tool, I'm cool. Empty your dimple and temple. Empty you resemble. Face looks fucked up like my cool. I carry gun like it's legal. When the class gonna need more people. More people to the hate like metal. So they got low, but they ain't got a second. Them MC but I haven't fast switched like tempo. Call a cycle before I sing a high skill just like it never before. Draw for the middle of the door but I'm real for. Don't start trouble with the double line. You see what I'm saying? All your faith was wearing. Mine like a dumping to the side of your tempo. With a simple jet got like a pimple. Sounds of the D double. Biological, that's moving the wall like cereal. Cause you're messing with the music.
Destination Altair 4 is now visible on the main viewplate. As you'll recollect from your briefing lectures, this is an Earth-type planet. 20 years ago, the spacecraft Bellerophon landed here with a prospecting party of scientists. Our mission is to search for survivors. That is all.
Sir, we're being radar scanned.
United Planets Cruiser C-57D, J.J. Adams commanding. Who are you?
Morbius of the Bellerophon.
For Dr. Morbius, my orders are to survey the situation on Altair 4.
Commander, if you step down from this planet, I warn you that I cannot be answerable for the safety of your ship or your crew.
If you see my driving a German whip, blast out window leaning back. See my driving a German whip, look like a ball of peas and that. I don't kick ball, do I look like a ball? I see man driving a German whip. Who told you I move like Walker? See man driving a German whip. See man driving a man space, let man a man breathe. When I arrive, man a man see man driving a German whip. Blacked out window leaning back. See man driving a German whip. Look like a baller, peas and that. I don't kick ball, do I look like a baller? See man driving a German whip. Who told you I move like Pauper? See man driving a German whip. See man driving a German whip. Blacked out window leaning back. See man driving a German whip. Look like a baller, peas and that. I don't kick ball, do I look like a baller? See man driving a German whip. Who told you I move like Pauper? See man driving a German whip.
Bad boy trick, German whip, not white backs, all white backs. When boy them try ask for my name, I say old school Meridian man. Guys better show respect if they see man pulling up in a TT. Guys better show respect if they see man filling up in BP. 20 pound of diesel, mate. If I fill up my tank, it will make me late. I ain't gonna lie, I see you man on foot on the high road moving bait. Man's just trying to stack paper, yeah. Don't watch what man's earning. Man paid over 30 back sterling. German whip, but I ain't in Berlin.
Driving a German whip, blacked out window leaning back. See man driving a German whip, look like a baller, peas and that. I don't kick ball, do I look like a baller? See man driving a German whip. Who told you I move like Pauper? See man driving a German whip. See man driving a German whip, blacked out window leaning back. See man driving a German whip, look like a baller, peas and that. I don't kick ball, do I look like a baller? See man driving a German whip. Who told you I move like Pauper? See man driving a German whip.
At Sarah and Libra on this one. This one a Sook Night production. Newham General dub plate.
I do this with passion. I do this with passion. I do this with passion. Same fashion. I do this thing with passion. I do this thing with passion. I do this thing with passion. I still got style and fashion. I do this thing with style and pattern. I might add this one like Saturn. Every time I type mine, nobody knows what's gonna happen. I did falling out of the sky and they coming to me, so I'm gonna catch them. Man, I'm moving slow, I'm gonna laugh 'em. I just need a beat to start me off.
fall.
This one fresh. Track called Poison. Suck on the button.
This rock is a very special meditation rock. Country, this is the favorite rock where we always love to sit, roll his joint, smoke, meditate, read his Bible, play his guitar, practice reggae music. Oftentimes he lay on the ground, press his head on the rock, make him rock his pillow. He oftentimes would sleep right here.
Out to the 559. I think you wanted the reload in the last one. Just missed it, sorry about that.
treat a gangster.
Yes, chat rooms popping off for this one. Another new one from Suck Night. Out to everyone still locked. We're rolling live, it's Kool London. Sounds of the Squarewave. Back to back Suck Night. Covering for DJ Uno this week. Second time, let's go.
How's that then? Not bad at all. But now it's my turn.
Instructor. Ooh. So you're that good, huh? Yeah, I'm not bad. Good enough to teach you a lot.
Yeah, do you wanna be a dick? Yeah. Tell you about the killer 112 recycle. Last war record confront the rifle. Left that old anti-pal at own and cycle. Tell you about the killer 112 recycle. Last war record confront the rifle. Left that old anti-pal at own and cycle. OMG, fancy me to like OMG. Holes in the face, OMG. Carnations bad, but OMG. Oh my god, OMG. Fancy me to like OMG. Holes in the face, OMG. Nations bad, but OMG. I'm bloody on and over, draw for the cover, we're on the father. The white questions are over, pan up all over, whenever the clover. What is the scorner? I'm bloody on and over, draw for the cover, we're on the father. The white questions are over, pan up all over, whenever the clover. Get down, shake your fucking booty. Get down, shake your fucking booty.
This is the first step. Yeah, Zenny.
That man move, shake it, shake it, shake it. Us man move. That man move, shake it, shake it, shake it. Us man move. That man move, shake it, shake it, shake it. Us man move. That man move, shake it, shake it, shake it. Us man move.
Rifle a wave, rifle a clot, rifle a murder, them bumbo clot. Look a fool, you shouldn't make you all start. If you're running at the crowd, then the crowd have to part. All if you're running at the children's park, me a kill the right, this so call me nah no hard. Shot bite off head like a baby shot and bend up in blood like body like park. Yeah, from a war me not chase, me a fight till me dead like Scarface. More water pour at the war base, few tip shot for all over days. Yeah, real killers to response, we have to put up the resistance. Police a come me with march, eagle and beat up the blood class 6 fans.
That man move, shake it, shake it, shake it. Us man move. That man move, shake it, shake it, shake it. Us man move. That man move, shake it, shake it, shake it. Us man move. That man move, shake it, shake it, shake it. Us man move.
Skepta. Yeah, touchdown in Kingston, Jamaica, yes indeed. Me and my G's running sets in the streets. You can see us looking lean up, screaming Nicodemus, rest in peace. Coconut fresh from the tree. Oh yeah, Carlene tell Ninja, blessed for the weed. Before you spark it, check for police. I stain the boys' guns like Fanta. Lyrically, I bring the goods like Santa. Where's my laptop? Pass my adapter. Said they want the cash, I said yeah, cause like Mr. Palmer, I got little thugs that'll run up in your house if you diss the master. You nasty rasta girls suck me off and you kiss them after.
Yeah, fried fish in a festival. Touchdown in yard, had a couple man spit. Still feel like I am the best of all. Frisco said, should we lick down a soundboy? I was like, fam, I will test them all. I will lick down any MC that moves shaky around me. There's no time to rest at all. Met couple dons who thought they were always right. Now look, I've left them all. Heard couple dons are looking for me and my mates. Try, no, I ain't stressed at all. Walk with a Jesus peace, but if we should meet, try, no, you ain't blessed at all. Went from the student straight to the teacher. Just no man never left this.
Shake it, shake it, shake it. Us man move. Shake it, us man move. That man move, shake it, shake it, shake it. Us man move. That man move, shake it, shake it, shake it. Us man move.
Listen.
If it's deep, get more than a mouthful.
Shake it, shake it. Us man move. That man move, shake it, shake it, shake it. Us man move. That man move, shake it, shake it, shake it. Us man move. That man move, shake it, shake it, shake it. Us man move.
We're going into overtime. Out to all crew locked in. Sound of the Took Night in the Squarewave. Keeping it rolling.
I wanna die. It's the world.
Coming towards the end of the show. We're gonna switch up the flavours in a sec. Out to all the crew that's kept us company in the chat room. Big up Scotty, out to Libra. Kool London rolling live. Squarewave and Took Night inside.
motherfucking propeller. Pretty bad bitch, that's so yellow. Finna fuck the click about 4 fellas. Get it crackin' on a bitch like an old leather. Toothpaste on a bitch like an old fella. Souffle on a bitch cause my dough better. Used to go to Mickey D's with no cheddar. Now my chauffeur I get fucking so fed up. Let's go to Sue's rendezvous. Most of your crew be strange dudes. 2 bitches like deja vu. Blowing that stuff like Pepe Le Pew. Make it hot and her like Nelly. Make your side burn like a Shantae Zoo. Murdering ink like I'm Earth Daddy. Fuck around and sing like I'm Jaru. Sing like I'm Jaru. Fuck around and sing like I'm Jaru. Sing like I'm Jaru. Fuck around and sing like I'm Jaru.
Shine down.
Sing like I'm Jaru. Fuck around and sing like I'm Jaru. Sing like I'm Jaru. Fuck around and sing like I'm Jaru.
It's the player you heard of, the young and assertive. I came from the dirt up in Diddy and heard of. Oh, say I'm the man, I concur it. I'm young and perverted. If I don't get the pussy or the payment, what the fuck is the purpose? Don't call up my phone unless you the fam of my girl. I'ma just say it's no service. Stay connected, it's cursive. I bet if you put my name on it, that I make it bigger. Make it bigger. She said that she wanna take a picture. I let her take a picture, but don't send it to me unless it's fucking naked pictures. Feel me? I'm in the safe, sexy, latexy, rubber stretchy, good weed, no stressy. You, your girl, you both besties. Show your chesties, tell your boyfriend stay off my testes, little bitch. What he trying to say? Make that 9 shake, pump up the crime rate, pump up the value, make that bitch vibrate, pump up the alcohol, let her hydrate. She thirsty, and that's a damn shame. Red bone, white money, blue dream, that's my campaign. I order hors d'oeuvres, roll up more herb, I hit it a bust and I throw it to fur. For sure. Fuck around and sing like I'm Jaru. Fuck around and sing like I'm Jaru, yeah. Shine down. ASAP mob, nigga.
Sing like I'm Jaru. Fuck around and sing like I'm Jaru. Sing like I'm Jaru. Fuck around and sing like I'm Jaru. Sing like I'm Jaru. Fuck around and sing like I'm Jaru. Sing like I'm Jaru. Fuck around and sing like I'm Jaru.
out to the Rick Green. It's a little disco thing. Trying some different flavours.
on this. It's like they want to man a lunatic. Well, here what? The supervisor like it, just like this. Girl, oh man, no, round even round the arm of you round them boat. Round this down the east, west, the north and south. They got them round even round the arm of you round them boat. Man, I be gumbo when them a flying out. No man no won't leave when them stop in a you zone. So I call you long distance on the telephone. Asking if I will skin flesh and bone. Cause beauty contest run. You take the crown to the figure when you show in at the evening gown. Cause the intellect speech when you chow down. Everyone have to say you're the talk of the town. Them really have to pay you in a US and pound. Because you round even round the arm of you round them bound. Round is not the east, west, the north and south. They got them round even round the arm of you round them bound. Man have to come but when them a flying out. When you talk out town, I hope you know what me mean if you don't understand. Just listen to me kid. You not too fat and steam, you just right in between. Eyes have to turn when you come on the scene. When the spotlight touch you, you a shine and clean. Your hands and your heart must be pure and clean. You want the same girl when me sit in a me dream. And so me know say we woulda make a good team. Because you round even round the arm of you round the boat. Round the start the east, west, the north and south. The girl them round even round the arm of you round the boat. Man have to come but when them a flying out, make me see. The girl them will love them a shape. Man go find you make a everything bout you great, make me see. The girl them will love them color. You coulda black or gold or you white like flower, make me see. The girl them will love them body. How you take care of yourself, ex-boyfriend, sorry, make me see. The girl them will trust and ready. The man you are dating big and heavy, make me see. People from all nations jump up and shout from you love this year. And the girl them round even round the arm of you round them boat. Round is down the east, west, the north and south. The girl them round even round the arm of you round them boat. Man have to come but when them a flying out, me just love how the girls nowadays moving. I head out the crowd, everything shining. Take a look in at the place, how the girls them a swing. Every girl in at the place a move on timing. Winding slow on the good boy with him. The way how it sweet, the girls screaming. Operator and selector have to pull it up again. Cause the girls them mark. It's 10 out of 10. The girl them round even round the arm of you round the boat. Round is down the east, west, the north and south. The girl them round even round the arm of you round the boat. Man have to come but when them a flying out. No man no want leave when them stop in a new zone. So I call you long distance on the telephone. Asking them can real skin flesh and bone. Can you the contest run and you get the count to the figure when you show in at the evening count. Everyone have to say yeah the talk of the town. Them really have to pay you in a US and pound. The girl them round even round the arm of you round the boat. Round is down the east, west, the north and south. The girl them round even round the arm of you round the boat. And have to come but when them a flying out. Me a talk out town. I hope you know what me mean if you know understand. Just listen to me kid. You know too fat and steam, you just right in between. Eyes have to turn when you come on the scene. When you pass like touch you a shine and clean. Your hands and heart must be pure and clean. You are the same girl when me sit in my dream. And so me know say we woulda make a good thing. Because you round even round the arm of you round the boat. Round the stand the east, west, the north and south. The girl them round even round the arm of you round the boat. Man have to come but when them a flying out.
Well, alright, long time you run up your mouth and everything there. You don't know, say we know badness too. Original down the ranking, man. Catch this. Watch ya now. Original Dan Doggart. Original Dan Doggart. Watch ya. Original Dan Doggart. Original Dan Doggart. Roadie. For them on them know we trigger happy. Roadie. For them on we fire shots plenty. Roadie. For them on we no left the Uzi. Roadie.
Yeah, to the 505. We got Edna.
Roadie. For them on we no powder nobody. Roadie. Them wear silk and glass.
She knows about Nardo ranks.
Them wear linen and them wear bally. Roadie. For them gun now it never empty. Roadie. Last year them said them kill 3 smaddy. Roadie. This year them want kill 20. Roadie. Change your ways and act properly. Roadie. My end up me say down a GP car. Original Dan Doggart. Watch out. Original Dan Doggart. Come on. Original road boy talk. Watch out. Original Dan Doggart. Not just the other day me go up Patrick City. Me did the go fi check, you know my auntie. We gone to New York now from me a tree. And now she come back, you know she long fi see me. Me never take a bus, you know me take a taxi. And as me jaw down, step out of the taxi. Say 2 bad boy, them who a come to me. Say one of them look like Scarface Tony. The other one look like a man who see for a dopey movie. Same time him pull out automatic from me. And say, don't move, this is a armed robbery. Me never get frightened.
frightened, never get bummy. Me just up on me toe now like Bruce Lee. A couple summer sauce and get them dizzy. This I'm the one with gun and then me dust him properly. The next one took off like Donald Quarry. Me never know say I saw me really healthy. It must be the help of the Almighty. But original Dandagat, original rude boy. Watch out, original Dandagat, original rude boy. Rudy, for the man them know we trigger happy. Rudy, for the man we fire shot plenty. Rudy, for the man we no left the Uzi. Rudy, for the man we no left the special. Rudy, for the man we no powder nobody. Rudy, for the man him gun never empty. Rudy, him wear silk and him wear bally. Rudy, wear linen and clocks booty. Rudy, and you find them in a Dunkirk City. Rudy, and you find them in a Spangler's Posse. Rudy, and you find them in a Jungle Posse. Rudy, and you find them in Serong and TG. Rudy, and you find them in a New York City, Rudy, and you find them in a London City, Rudy, and you find them Birmingham City, Rudy. Everybody know they come hear me, Rudy.
Out to the 715, big up staff.
Original rude boy, come now. Original Dundog, original rude boy talk, Rudy. Fed the soldier them a up back.
This one track called Rudy.
They know where they on the tank, Rudy. Fed the one them with the dung and money, Rudy. Fed the one them with just enough fatigue, Rudy. Fi police when on the right station, Rudy. Oh me a talk now.
Sound the Nardo ranks.
Them go anyway go kill gunman, Rudy. This I wanna know a style and fashion, Rudy. Dedicated to all gunman, Rudy. Change your ways and try change your pan, but original Dundog, original rude boy, come now. Original Dundog, original rude boy talk, Rudy. Feed the man them know we trigger happy, Rudy. Feed the man we fire shot plenty, Rudy. Feed the man we gun we never empty, Rudy. Feed the man now we no left the Uzi, Rudy. Feed the man now we no left the special, Rudy. Him wear silk and him wear bally, Rudy. Him wear linen and clocks booty, Rudy. Feed the man now we no powder nobody, Rudy. Change your ways and act properly, Rudy. Mind you when up me set on a GP, Rudy. Now the ranking at the mic MC, Rudy. Flashy style for all everybody, Rudy. Original.
Son boy, like I'm a son. I want time to play. It's the difference when we have the tonight I'm murder. This. Sing.
My sound a murder. I jump and lean.
Weekend every time.
The classic dancer style. Driving everybody wild. It's so under. You can't come out, yeah. We got the place that will last, and we murder you in class. My sound the champion, and we no nurse no part.
Yeah, why? Because we big, bad and heavy. Any sound test we tonight, them a go bury. Watch this, we big, bad and heavy. So crank up the line and make your crank out this spreadsheet. And them a reel up, all them a kick up, them is no problem. Because we kill them already, we will kill them again. So over there so that they so we condemn. All them a chat, we a go get rid of them. Cause we big, bad and heavy. Any sound test we tonight, them a go bury.
No
watch
competition, we run the highland.
Get every time.
The east, west, north and south. Anywhere we play, we get them out. We are the favorite. My sound bombastic. Anywhere that we go, my sound surely run the show. We run the borderline. We run the center for.
Yeah, why? Because we never trouble them and then come trouble with us. Walk and tell people how the wicked and rough. Tonight, so they must buy the dust. By my son, cause you come first. Cause we big, bad and heavy. Any sound test we tonight, them a go bury. Watch this, we big, bad and heavy. So go on for the 9, they go on for the Uzi.
My sound a murder. I jump and lean, yeah.
Wicked every time.
The classic dancer style, driving everybody wild. Oh, we don't lotion, no pen, no powder. We will kick you out of here. We will kick you fair and square. My sound the murderer.
shout them out. All you a chant sound, I can't get me out. This is the rubber sound, and we run the road. We big, bad and heavy. Any sound test me tonight, them a go bury. Watch this, we big, bad and heavy. So crank up the line and make a crank out this spreadsheet. All them a reel up, all them a kick up, them is no problem. Because we kill them already, we will kill them again. That's how they over there, so that there's no problem. Tonight we are gonna get rid of them. Because we big, bad and heavy. Any sound test me tonight, them a go bury. Watch this, we big, bad and heavy. So hard with the line and make a bad with this spreadsheet.
You sound annoying. Your sound is
side, the New York Times side. Staying alive was no job, had second hand. Moms bounced on old men, so then we moved to Shaolin Land. A young youth, you're rocking the go-to. No goose, only way I begin to G-York was drug loot. And let's start it like this, son. Rolling with this one and that one, pulling out gas for fun. But it was just a dream for the team who was a fiend. Started smoking wools at 16 and running up big gates and doing hits for high states, making my way off fire escapes. No question, I was speed for cracks and weed. The combination made my eyes bleed. No question, I will flow off and try to get the dough off. Sticking up right boys on four courts. My life got no better. Same damn low sweater. Times is rough and tough like leather. Figured out I went the wrong route, so I got with a sip tight click and went all out. Catching keys from cross seas, rolling MPVs. Every week we made 40 G's. Yo, brothers, respect mine. I ain't gonna take now. Bow, move from the gate now.
Cash moves everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo. Cash moves everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo.
It's been 22 long, hard years, I'm still struggling. Survival got me bugging, but I'm alive on arrival. I beat back the state for the street to stay awake to the ways of the world. A man with a dream, with plans to make cream, with fail. I went to jail at the age of 15, a young buck selling drugs and such, who never had much, trying to get a clutch of what I could not touch. The court played me short, now I face incarceration. Pacing, no one upstates my destination. Handcuffed in back of a bus, 40 of us. Life as a shorty shouldn't be so rough, but as the world turned, I learned life was hell. Living in the world no different from myself. Every day I skate from takes, give and take, selling bass, smoking bones in the staircase. Though I don't know why I chose to smoke cess. I guess that's the time when I'm not depressed, but I'm still depressed. And I ask, what's your work? Where did you give up? So I seek the old earth to explain. Working hard may help you maintain, to learn to overcome the heartaches and pain. We got stick up kids, corrupt cops and crack rocks and stray shots, all in a block that stays hot. Leave it up to me while I be living proof to kick the truth to the young black youth. When shorties running wild, smoking cess, drinking beer, and ain't trying to hear what I'm kicking in this ear. Neglected for now, but yo, it got to be accepted. The what? The life is hectic.
Cash moves everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo. Cash moves everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, yo. Cash moves everything.
One more from us after this one.
Dollar, dollar bill, yo. Cash moves everything around me.
And then we'll be heading out.
Dollar, dollar bill, yo.
Just like music.
Well, once again, big up to everyone that's been locked in. Wicked show.
Just like music.
Catch us here again, couple weeks time. Keep an eye on our Facebooks and Twitters.
To relax my mind.
Shout out to Chef, big up Eastman.
The sound that keep me round, doing my thing constantly with no worries. Peace to keep Murray. Just like music. To keep me flowing, to keep me going, to keep me growing, to keep me to eat from knowing what happens out there. It's not my concern. You wanna die, it's not my turn. To do something to me like jumping a Mercedes on the highway, doing over 80 without music, baby. Just like music. Make me call my homie on the phone like there's something new out that got me in the zone. Just that feeling got me. I wish music can adopt me. Just like the music. My woman got me in the ear saying sweet nothings. Make love come out the mouth, no frontin', like all of a sudden. Just like music. Taking away your worries and cares. Any problems, music will be right there. Together match, yo, we a perfect pair. Is that true, Marvin? Yes, music. Yo, to get you the bangness, body soul snatcher, universal language. It be the light, so open up. This is it. What the fuck? Just like music. One fly tune to have black and white vibe in one room. No confrontation, party all night. It's just a sensation. Just like music.